Hello YouTube, I just finished Act 2 and I've been playing Minion since the start, and honestly, I haven't really felt weak at any point after the first few levels. I do wanna go over the changes I did to my build in Act 2 because I actually changed a lot. So let's get into it. I no longer use skeletal archers, or skeletal snipers, sorry, even though they were still good. The problem I had with them is how inconsistent they were, and I didn't really love how they felt for clear. The Poison Cloud plus Flame Wall combo to explode the Poison Cloud was still solid and still good single target, but I ended up going back to Skeletal Arsonist instead. Again, we still use Scattershot and Last Gasp. I think those support gems are the best support gems, and I found a Lesser Jewel Orb too, and added Conk Effect as my fourth link, but again, these two take priority, Last Gasp and Scattershot. We are still using SRS as one of our other supportive skills for damage, and I have Fire Infusion linked to them, which gives them extra damage, and Martial Tempo, which is basically faster attack. Again, one more reminder, if you missed out on SRS and you are wondering where do I get them, you need Uncut Spirit Gem. You cannot get it on spell or support, it needs to be an Uncut Spirit Gem. Since both of our minions deal fire damage, I actually switched to Flammability instead of Enfeeble, because the damage is actually like a huge difference when you curse the boss. I think it's minus 40 fire res. It's very, very noticeable. Flame Wall still uses Fortress support, RNK Tempo for more cast speed. Every time I cast Flame Wall, it summons 6 SRS now, basically cast twice for the full SRS setup. I still use Unnerve with Persistence and Minion Instability, just to have some extra meat shields, and I really like using Unnerve. I tried using zombies instead, but I think Unnerve is still better, especially because sometimes you do one cast and you summon like 5 scorpions. It feels really strong. And sometimes the scorpions will have a red dot above them, which means you can detonate them with the Skeletal Arsonist ability, Explosive Demise, so make sure to use that sometimes, but you shouldn't need to use it too much. Also tried using a Detonate Dead instead of that ability, but I think the Skeletal Arsonist Detonate feels a bit better. I do have Pain Offering, and I should be using it more, but unfortunately I keep forgetting to press it. The way Pain Offering works is you impale one of your skeletons, and every skeleton around it, pretty much like full screen, gets 30% more damage and 30% attack and cast speed. You want to use this on your melee skeletons that you get from your scepter, ideally, if you can get a scepter with Skeletal Warrior minion implicit. So that is what you should be aiming for on the scepter. Obviously, plus levels, minion damage, increased spirit, all those stats are good. I did learn that you can get spirit early on body armor as well, so highly recommend getting that if you can. And you can get it on an amulet, but I don't have that yet, and you can get levels on amulet, scepter, or helmet, and I think maybe focus or wand as well, but I haven't gone for those. I'm just using a defensive shield. Honestly, my gear is pretty bad because I'm playing SSF. Well, I'm playing Trade League, but I'm not trading because I don't want to abuse. The best way to put it is, if my gear isn't insane, I have incentive to try to make my build as good as possible. And I think that's something that's really good on your first playthrough. My scepter is actually quite good, but the rest of the gear pretty much sucks. Oh, for my Ascendancy, I did choose the Skeletal Infernal Hound, and I linked him with Meat Shield and Elemental Army. He increases my survivability by quite a bit, and he does some damage. He's not like insane or anything, honestly. He's not as good as the Guardian's summon in Path of Exile 1, but he still is useful. He kills mobs. Like, I tried to disable all my minions, and then he was able to clear white packs just without any issues, but I think he's mostly a defensive utility for me and an extra tank. One more thing I want to highlight that I forgot to highlight in the initial video is make sure to keybind direct minions. It's actually very important, specifically with Skeletal Arsonists in comparison to Skeletal Snipers, because you need to direct their auto attacks a lot more, since more of your damage comes from them rather than just the Poison Cloud explosions. When it comes to the skill tree, I pretty much search Minion and I click everything that highlights. When you search Minions, I went up here to Gravedigger, Relentless Fallen, and Fear of Death. I traveled through the right side for a little bit of extra minion damage instead of going through the accuracy. As I don't really think you need that much accuracy, but it's pretty early to tell. Now I'm going all the way to the left side, and I'm gonna go Restless Death, Growing Swarm, and Crystalline Flesh, and then go all the way up here for Lord of Horrors. So far, the skill tree has been pretty simple, as you just have to click up all the minion nodes, since you don't really have a better choice. You could click a few ES nodes, as I do feel like ES in Path of Exile 2 is quite decent, since recovery is a lot more scarce, but honestly, except one boss, the Act 2 like fake Kitava, I never really felt like stuff does too much damage to me, so I don't think you need to pick up the defensive nodes just yet. I think that's everything I wanted to cover. If you have any questions or any suggestions, make sure to leave them in the comments, and I will see you guys again after the next act. Have a great day. Bye. Guy's kinda tanky for a level 22 zone. I mean, you probably should do it earlier than I'm doing it. Like 23, 24 is probably completely fine. I just accidentally skipped him. Oh, this is the end boss. Okay, hold up, I need to focus. I didn't realize it was already him. That damage feels fine so far. Feels about what I would want it to feel. How does this work? Am I supposed to be hitting him when he does that? Put some of my minions to kill the ads. Oh my god, those are annoying. Okay. Let's dodge the tornadoes. Oops. I'm just thinking everything. First attempt, don't judge it. Is there phase 3? Or was it that easy? Wait. Minion's kinda good, I think. Wait, hold up. No, it is over. Okay. Wait, is it? Yeah. Wait, that was actually really good. Guys, I think my build is not bad. XDDD, that boss is super hard for every other class. Is that true? That felt so easy. Wait. My damage didn't even feel bad either, right? Like, it was like pretty decent. Yep, my friends got stacked. This boss was miserable on melee. Killed it in 2 tries, but I wanted to die.